I was 19 years old when Uncle Sam sent me to Vietnam. By the time I came home in 1971, I was 40 years old inside. Not in years, in memories. There are some things you leave behind when you survive a war. Friends, innocence, sleep, and sometimes, if you're unlucky, something follows you home. My name is Raymond Keller, former Sergeant, United States Army, 1st Cavalry Division. For 50 years I've kept silent about what happened near Quang Tri Province. The doctors called it trauma. The priests called it guilt. My wife Helen simply called it the dreams. But none of them knew about Lieutenant Joseph Mercer. Because Lieutenant Mercer died. And somehow he never left. October 1969. Our platoon was running patrol through thick jungle after reports of enemy movement. Lieutenant Mercer was fresh from West Point. 24 years old, smart, confident, and stupid enough to believe maps mattered in a place where the jungle changed every day. Mercer had a habit of humming old Frank Sinatra songs when he was nervous. Fly Me to the Moon. Always that one. By noon, we'd found an abandoned village. No people, no animals, no sounds except insects and the wind. Too quiet. Our point man, Ramirez, whispered,
"Sir, this place feels wrong."
Mercer laughed.
Ghosts don't carry AK-47s, Sergeant.
10 minutes later, we stepped into hell. The explosions came one after another. Trip mines. Ramirez disappeared in red mist. Corporal Simmons lost both legs. I was thrown into a ditch. And Lieutenant Mercer, God help me. Mercer was impaled on a broken bamboo stake. Terrified, bleeding and gasping, I crawled toward him with bullets snapping through the trees.
Ray.
His eyes were terrified.
Don't leave me.
I couldn't carry him. Enemy fire was everywhere. More men were screaming. If I stayed, everyone would die. Mercer grabbed my sleeve. Please. I still remember his face. I pried his fingers away, and I ran. 30 seconds later, artillery flattened the village. No body was ever recovered, no dog tags, nothing. Officially, Lieutenant Joseph Mercer was listed missing in action. But I knew I had left him to die. The dreams began immediately. At first, I heard humming. Fly me to the moon. Then came the knocking. 2 knocks. Always 2. Apartment walls, hotel rooms, army hospitals, everywhere. Then one night in 1974, I opened my front door. Lieutenant Mercer stood there, covered in mud, uniform shredded, skin pale gray, his stomach punctured by bamboo, and he smiled.
Ray.
I slammed the door. When I opened it again, no one was there. I never told Helen. How do you explain that? Years passed. The visions got worse. Mirrors, reflections, dark windows, Mercer standing behind me, never speaking, just humming. Our daughter grew up. Helen grew old. Cancer took her in 2013. I buried her and came home alone. That's when Mercer started talking.
That war was hell, Ray.
At night I wake up to find him sitting beside my bed. Not rotting, not bloody, just the same young lieutenant I abandoned. 24 forever. I drank to drown his voice. Didn't work. I moved to Arizona. He moved with me. I saw psychiatrists, medication, group therapy. Nothing helped. Every night, 2 knocks, and Sinatra. Always Sinatra. Last winter, at age 75, I decided I had enough. I took a revolver and drove into the desert. No note, no phone, no goodbyes. I sat in my truck and put the barrel beneath my chin. And then I heard humming. Fly me to the moon. Mercer sat in the passenger seat. Young, clean, smiling.
Still running, Ray?
I broke down. Really broke. 50 years of tears. 50 years of guilt. I left you, I screamed. I left you to die. Mercer looked confused. Then he laughed softly.
No, Ray.
I stared. What?
You don't remember?
Suddenly the air grew cold. Mercer's smile disappeared.
No one ever found me because I wasn't there.
What are you talking about? He looked sad.
Think, Sergeant.
Memories flooded back. Not the way I had remembered them. Not Mercer on the bamboo stake. Not him begging. Something else. Someone else. Me. God. It had been me. I was the one impaled. I was the one bleeding. I was the one begging. Mercer had been kneeling beside me, crying, trying to pull me free, and I had looked up at him and whispered, "Don't leave me." Mercer's face twisted with pain. Artillery was coming. "You left?" I whispered.
I carried Simmons. Then I carried 2 others. I came back for you, Ray.
I couldn't breathe. No.
You were already dead.
Everything shattered. The jungle, the screams, the guilt. 50 years of memories rearranged themselves. The funeral, Helen, my daughter, grandchildren, the cancer, Arizona, the drinking, the psychiatrist, the old house, everything. Gone. I looked around. No truck, no desert, no revolver, only darkness. And rain. And jungle. Burning jungle. I was laying on the bamboo stake. Young again. 19. Blood pouring from my chest. Mercer kneeling over me. Crying.
Stay with me, Ray.
Artillery thundered. I understood then. Not 50 years later. Right there. I had imagined an entire lifetime in the seconds before death. A dying brain trying to finish this story. Trying to make sense of being abandoned. Trying to create a wife, a daughter, a life. Anything but this. Mercer squeezed my hand.
I have to go.
I smiled weakly. I know. Tears streamed down his face.
I'm sorry.
No, I whispered. You came back. He hesitated, then stood. The sounds of battle faded. Rain softened, and for the first time in 50 years, or perhaps 50 seconds, I heard no humming. No knocks, no ghosts. Only a frightened young lieutenant whispering one last thing before disappearing into the smoke. I never left you, Ray. And as the darkness finally closed around me, I realized something that has haunted me far more than war itself. Sometimes the ghosts we spend a lifetime running from aren't the dead. They're the stories we tell ourselves in our final moments. Because the truth that we are loved, forgiven, and not alone is somehow harder to believe.